Kaspa family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. I appreciate you guys as always, for tuning in, on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, without further ado, let's analyze and take a look at what's happening with Kaspa right now, and of course, what we could be expecting going into Sunday morning. And as far as, and again, if you did watch my H-bar update, I'm sure you guys are well aware as to what's happening. But if not, you are starting to see, what we've discussed yesterday really playing out. Friday was quite an interesting day for the markets. People were getting overly excited about how you're starting to see, this correlation just completely vanishing for, crypto and the equity market, because usually, when equity market goes down, you do tend to see crypto follow. But yesterday, as we did, so of course, on Friday, we did see the complete opposite playing out. But you're starting to see the market, going back towards the downside, especially as we are going into Monday morning, because uncertainty is still quite high. People are very, very eager to find out how the market reacts on Monday. But if you're looking across the board, we're seeing minor pullback across the market. Kaspa down 1.7% with the price currently sitting at 6.35 cents. Also down 1.4% in Bitcoin comparative. Now, if you're looking at the market cap, 1.65 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about 45.3 million. And what's quite interesting here to me that I'll never understand is the fact that I see so many comments coming in on a day-to-day basis, stating the fact that Crypto ZX, why is Kaspa's volume so low? If you are asking these questions, to be quite honest with you, I think you must be new to Kaspa, because we know that Kaspa has that big issue where it does not have major amounts of centralized exchange listings when it comes to spot listings. So of course that itself has a major impact on the volume for Kaspa. But also on top of that, when retail is not there as what we have seen in the past, of course, that's not going to sit well, and the 24-hour trading volume will reflect that, and you're starting to see that happening as well. But let's take a closer look and see what's happening. Before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So looking at the dominance index, this wick towards the downside for the dominance was, clearly short-lived, as you can see this for yourself. We came down to 62.7%. Like I said, very short-lived, and you're starting to see, dominance pretty much picking up, where it left off. And now if you're looking at BTC on the other hand, Bitcoin is currently sitting at the likes of the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, still ranging within this range, but the chances of us obviously falling down to the likes of 0.50 is still there. But as of now, I'm really impressed the way it's still continuously holding within this range. Obviously nothing has changed as of now, but of course if we lose this support, as I've stated to you guys before, we're still looking for a 78 to potentially even a $76,000 Bitcoin, and I think that is still on the table. But with that said, let's take a look at what's happening with Kaspa right now as we speak. I really want you guys to take a look at Kaspa on an hourly perspective. So if you're looking at it on an hourly perspective, it does not look as bad. People are very, very fast to, say, oh, your Kaspa is down this or that. But, it's not looking as bad as you guys might think, especially pretty much since March. And you have been seeing a little bit of an accumulation pattern playing out. If I were to, kind of draw it for you guys, you can see this for yourself. This nice accumulation pattern playing out. Of course, we have, been supported by a significant amount of support around the 6 cents price point. But of course, this consolidation pattern is still in play. As of now, we have seen in the past, where you do see Kaspa over the, I would say over the last almost 12 months at this point, because last August is when I, originally saw, that weakness that, was showing in Kaspa's price. But, over the last, I would say, 12 months, over the last few weeks, we have seen a little bit of a complete shift taking place on CAS, and as of now, it's pretty much holding good with the broader market. So I need to give credit where it belongs, but again, confirmation is still at 8.2 cents. People love these videos, and I appreciate you guys tuning in on a regular day-to-day basis. You guys do know who you are, but yeah, this is still the level you want to be looking out for before we start talking about a potential reversal. But as of now, accumulation pattern really playing out. But at the same time, if you see Bitcoin now holding around this range and dominance continues to go up, the chances of Kaspa falling down to the likes of 5.5 cents is still on the table. So you gotta pretty much pay very close attention to Bitcoin right now, because Bitcoin is such a weird place right now, because it could literally go either way. Literally, that's where BTC's price is currently sitting at. So Monday is going to be quite interesting to see how the overall traditional equity market starts, and we'll kind of take it from there. But let me know down below what you guys think. What are your personal predictions? Do you think this time is going to be different? Do you think Bitcoin is going to shine this time around, while there is a lot of uncertainty across the board? Let me know down below. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.